Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 23rd episode of the Ashen Wastes, where party, after finally defeating the assortment of drow and capturing most of them, only a few were actually killed in the conflict.
A few casualties.
Shida is sent back to the den to get some reinforcements, and specifically soldiers, to capture these apparently rogue elements and get some information out of them if possible. However, after a certain amount of time had passed, Lou and Straight were a little worried, and Lou checked back and realized that Meshuda was gone, not in the direction of Qigong, but rather seemed to have been taken. They weren't looking, and after a little bit of investigation around the spot of her apparent kidnapping, trails of blood that seemed to correlate to the rather powerful Drow individual Lou had single-handedly fought, while everyone else was handling the other horde of Drow, seemed to have taken a side route that circled back from the main chamber where the combat was taking place to that initial tunnel where Lou, Meshuda, and Straight had found that door that led into this place. Now,
That's where they took me?
not knowing where, it's just kind of a representation. It's off the map. Haha. Now, not knowing where Meshuda is, Lou and Straight have to consider whether to continue down this path as they initially were looking for their other missing companion, Sioda, or follow this new route, which seemed to have led to a what appears to be, for all intents and purposes, a teleportation array to try to find Meshuda, continue on in the direction they were originally heading. There's what would you like to do?
So, straight, we have two options. Option number one of us goes to the city and gets reinforcements, which hasn't gone good last time we have done it. Option number two, we round up these guys and take them back to the city. I am in favor of option number two. And then we come back with reinforcements to see what's going on in here. Because I'm pretty sure Mishuda is taken. Like 90% sure Mishuda has gone into that teleporter with the dude that I was fighting.
Well, if the leader of this cult, the one that took Mashuda, then we probably will have to head back for reinforcements. If I do remember correctly, while we were fighting, before you and the leader went through that same tunnel over here, or over there, did see another female who had came out of there and then quickly went back in. Can't remember if she was unarmed or not, or what specifically she looked like. All I remember is that when she saw us fighting, she ran back through, and then you and their leader went through there. So it was another thing that I had totally forgotten about until now. So obviously, if the cultist leader is the one that took Mashuda, still don't know about that other female, so we are at a disadvantage here. It would probably be easier if we both head out. We can try and take these prisoners with us out of this cave the same way that we came in originally. It'd probably be easier to control them. Would still say keeping their feet tied up together, but we'll have to figure out another way of dealing with movement, since we really can't just have them bound up like this. It would take too long.
I mean, we can bind their feet together with a little bit of rope so they can move, but they can't run, if you get what I mean. And then we
I
can,
understand what you're.
yeah, but then we can just have another rope that connects them from their waist. So it's every person is a ball and chain to the other person. If you know what I mean.
Easiest way to do that is to knock them out. That they, well, obviously try to run once we try to reorient them, but
I mean, I
it'll
don't
be
want to hurt
difficult
them
actually.
again. We have already broken a couple of bones. I mean,
Yes, but the hardest thing about it is that uh, trying to reorient them means untying at least their hands and their bodies, so that even though they wouldn't be able to run away, they could still possibly fight back.
we have their hands and legs bound in a circle now. We just have to open their legs first, then their hands, and then just line them up. And anyone that tries to go to run away, they get a smite in the back of their head. So no problem there. Just don't want to hurt them when they haven't done anything.
Can try and work with this, but it'll definitely be more time consuming, that's for sure. But I also don't like leaving them here, because then either they all die uh, from lack of attention, such as dehydration and starvation, the creatures that are still alive here, or if they do get away, then we still have to deal with them later.
Yeah, they can be a problem for the den, and we don't want that. Okay, let's get started. And Lou just starts going toward one of the less resistance drow and starts changing the position of the ropes.
I'll watch over him so that way, if anything does happen, I can at least quickly step in.
I'd say make a strength check, as you do notice that even the ones that are still unconscious have instinct to resist when you start trying to move them physically. So make a strength check as you start to wrestle a little bit, especially in regards to the ones who are conscious are putting up a bit more of a fight.
21.
21. You are able to get all of the unconscious ones in a orientation that you are comfortable with directing them in. The ones who are conscious, there are three that stand out. The one who you were talking to earlier and the two next to her. They
So,
definitely are the
two.
hardest to deal with, but you are eventually able to force them into a more suitable position. But it does take quite a bit of time, as they do not make it easy for you.
Alright. Fucking drow. Finally done. Let's just start going back to the city. How's that? Do you have any other...
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Excuse me, goodness.
Bless you. Do you have
Talking
any...
about you.
do you have any other stuff you want to take from here, or do we just go back to the city?
Let's say if we can mark the entrance so that we can come back to look at the hidden passageway that we saw the statue and the interesting looking stone.
Oh,
Would
right.
probably be best.
For that, I'm going to come here.
Sorry.
The fuck? What the fuck? Why isn't my character moving?
Okay, hold on. Let's see. The game is not paused, so you should be able to. Hold on.
Yeah, now it's just start moving.
It-
I come here and
Here we go.
take
Sorry about
the
that.
blood of this fucking face spider. What
Okay.
color is the blood?
It's rather unusual white
Okay,
of ichor.
great. I take a little about. I have one of greater healing potions vials. I will fill that up with the blood of this face spider.
Actually, I have 2 glass bottles.
Doesn't need it. Don't need it. I already filled this up. And after I am done,
Right then.
I fill up those 2 potion of greater healing that I have used and they were empty. I fill them with phase spider blood and come back to the strikes. Here, I kind of saw their blood. It's quite white. We can use that to make a giant fucking sign at the entrance.
Will certainly work.
Okay. Anything else?
That I can think of.
Okay.
You can lead from the front. I will be behind them.
Great choice. Come on, let's go. And I start walking back to the entrance.
Okay. You very easily. It's easy for you to make your way back, since you know where you're going and there is no.
Are they
interruption.
following us, or are they being difficult?
They're
On the start off.
following with difficulty, especially considering most of them are still semi-unconscious. I will say they follow you, but I'm not going to go through the hassle of dragging each and every one of them down the very narrow pathway.
Understandable.
So imagine, if you will, that you are able to get them out of the tunnel. You return to the den of Qigong. And again, or in the part of the... You exit that tunnel into the part of the den that is quiet, as it is largely residential for the more affluent members. The party, which is still going on, is a ways away. Now that you are actively walking towards it, you can see the various lights go off in the distance.
After we exit the secret entrance, after we close it, we made it so it can be open from the outside. That was one of the modification we did. So I will close the door and draw as big as a symbol that I can with the 2 vials that I have. I will draw a symbol of Bahamut on the secret door, so we can find it easier next time.
Sounds
A
good
simple
to me.
X would have been fine, but that still works.
He's gotta do what he's gotta do.
I mean,
So my fiance sent this video to me, so I apologize, but I do have to share it to you guys. It's a very interesting video.
What is it?
Oh.
I'm kind of scared right now.
This is something that she somehow found.
My milkshakes bring all the Jedi to the yard.
Fuck you.
Oh my gosh, why?
Fuck you,
Oh, this
Night
is so
She
Session.
just sent me that, so I had to stop just for a quick sec to process
Without
that.
any
You
context.
ruined the night.
Without
The
any
worst thing is
context.
that Nameless always streams his screen and not the tab, so everyone saw that.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
everyone saw that. Without any
Everyone knows what
fucking
my fiance is
context.
about then.
My milkshakes bring all the Jedi to the yard.
Oh, please
And he
stop.
does a very
A
good voice.
milkshake.
He
It's
does it.
The
disturbing
voice is good,
because
but
for a
everything
sec
else about it is
couldn't tell
bad.
if that was a man or a woman.
It's
That's the
very
point.
on point. That's all I'm gonna say. His voice is very on point. Okay,
Right, continue.
after we are done with that bullshit, we are going to go back to the city, and especially the hotel. We are making our way back to the hotel where we saw uh, Zahak and
Okay.
talked to his lord.
Okay, let's see. Ooh, where
What's
did I
the
put that?
relative time of the day right
It's
now?
time of day. You got there at morning, so it's like heading towards noon. Because he spent. Oh no! He spent a couple hours messing around in the blacksmith, and then another hour doing this, and then
We
about 50
went
minutes with
searching in
harvesting.
the yeah.
So
Why
it's
Only
did I
like
get
asking
my
because of
stuff from the
how
blacksmith?
busy
one
the streets
o'clock.
are.
It's like 1 or 2. It's like 2 or 3 p.m. They are still packed. People are. There's a lot less people that are like running around. Uh, People are still very much having fun. It is a full day event.
Uh, does any of the drow star gives us any like a strange look? Because we're fucking.
Literally, the entire city is staring at you as you. The moment you hit the streets, and you have a dozen, well, less than a dozen, but a bunch of
There's a
drow
dozen.
stripped
Oh no.
and
Oh shit! I
This is gonna
forgot
get
No,
about
no, no.
that.
really bad.
following
We
you
said no.
while
We said
tied
we kept the
up.
clothes on.
Kept the
We kept the
clothes on.
clothes
They
on.
don't have a lot of clothes to begin with.
We totally forgot
Took their
about that.
armor. They
This
had
is
their
gonna make
armor
us
and
look
a
really bad.
very little underclothing. It's just the bare minimum. There is an instant drop, and there's no sound. The entire city block where you are.
We fucked up.
Keep
As you
just keep
realize everyone stares at
spinning,
you, you
just
turn around and you
what
just
do we do?
you're followed by a bunch of half naked ladies tied in ropes and looking like they got the shit kicked out of them.
We fucked up. We totally
Very
forgot
awkward.
about being half naked. That's your
I th-
that's your fault though, because that was
hey,
last
whoa, whoa,
session.
whoa!
That no, it's the DM's
I said
fault.
I made sure.
It's the
Okay, yeah.
DM's fault because it was
I
last session. We forgot about this shit.
I said
I
I
will take
kept.
no credit in what you do.
This is all
I
you.
said I made sure that any like unquote like baggy clothing or whatever was at least like made sure that I could at least like checked it, but I at least kept it on. I made sure that they weren't
Yeah,
fucking
no,
like
you
half
kept the
naked.
clothes on,
Want
but
their underclothes
it's
on.
it's not like they're wearing, it's not like they're wearing a specifically made. It's not. They're not wearing a factory made bra with a clasp. They're not wearing lacy pants. It's just they have a set of garments, very loose robes essentially that they wore underneath their leather armor. It's very loose, and while it's not like like a sheet in the fact that just everything's bare, it's not a lot of coverage in comparison to like most of the people in the streets in Qigong tend to be wearing a full set of clothing. Some of them are wearing fancier stuff because it's a party. It's like carnival.
What's the
Or
For the
situation
Brazil.
right
cultists
now?
in this option,
What's the situation right now? Is like the
don't
titties
you
are
just
the
don't
titties
pay attention to
out?
them. Just keep looking straight.
Are
Is it
You
the
like
just keep
Victorian
going.
underwear that they're wearing, kind
is
of?
it the
Oh my
titties
gosh.
out, or is it
I
like the
wouldn't say
half
that
part?
far.
The
Uh,
the lower part
I
is
thought
out.
I was trying to make sure that
Hold
wasn't
on, let
out,
me
but
find an image I've used in the past for a Drow NPC. Let's see where I can find that image. I
that's to at
have
least
not.
give us context of what's going on. Because if it's
'Cause
not
I'm
too
picturing,
bad,
like, an
I'm just gonna keep
underdress.
looking straight.
Like the
Be-
dresses that were worn like in Victorian times that like were worn underneath dresses to make the dress look more like poofy.
This was the art I used for a quest NPC for my other party, and this pretty close.
because we have to know the situation. We have to make something up. We have to come up with some kind of excuse for this
Well, how
Don't
much
look at
situation.
anybody. Just keep going straight. The
Totally
easiest way
forgot.
is just keep going straight.
I mean, the moment he
Not our
said,
fault.
the
Not our
moment
fault.
he
I
said
posted
like
it,
a
by the
half
way. I
naked.
posted it, by the way, in the general.
I see
They
it.
are, It's very revealing. Everyone stares at you, and the music in this side of the street is
That's
dead.
not
There are
bad.
no fire. It's
That's
not
not
bad,
bad.
but when you consider there's a group of people who are actively wearing like party dress and having fun, and then they just see a bunch of people who are stripped down to very basic clothing, tied in ropes. There's a stark contrast.
We
A
just came
couple of
out
them are
from
pretty beat up.
the dungeon.
Yeah,
It's an M
I mean,
dungeon.
I mean,
Nothing
both me
you
and
have
Lou
juicy
look
here.
like we're pretty beat up too, so we can at
you
least
have cuts
have
and
some context to
bruises.
that.
Stray has like arrow shafts and fucking spider fang marks on his. I mean, like you've taken
Been
off
through
the
the
arrows,
ringer.
but there are still little bits here and there that are kind of embedded in that you're just like, I'll take care of it later. Yeah, no, it's a very noticeable thing,
We just came
and
out
everyone's
from
staring.
the S&M
Yes,
dungeon.
exactly.
Nothing to
It's not
see.
absolutely terrible, but it doesn't look good.
To answer any questions, just keep looking straight. We'll get to our destination in no time. Just don't worry.
Hilariously, as if it couldn't get any better.
Boy,
Hilariously, you do not encounter any individuals who step forward and introduce themselves as a member of the guard. The first few streets, although again there is a ever increasing gap in the noise of the rest of the town as people just stare
Huh?
watch.
Everyone is like poker face. Huh? What the fuck
and
is
look
going
at
on?
each other,
Oh
and you can
no,
see a lot
we've
of them are
become part of the attraction.
extremely concerned as they are just kind of like, wait, is this an entertainment thing? Are they going to break out into the song? Is this like an
Oh
actual thing?
god.
Dancing
I don't
What
know.
have
cultists.
you
It's
guys
a
This is not a
done?
distraction.
fucking musical. We are not gonna break it into the fucking dance and number.
What have you done?
We've done nothing. We've only done our job.
Absolutely everything.
Anyway, again, just
We're-
looking straight. Don't worry about it. We'll be fine.
So, do we make it to the fucking hotel, or are we gonna get mugged by the mob?
I don't think being
you
mugged
do.
is our problem.
One of
Definitely
you,
not our
both of
problem.
you, you can make perception checks as you continue on. You start getting you feel that like goosebump sensation as hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pairs of eyes are staring at you.
Thunk.
11.
15. You notice a couple of the people closer to some of the alleyways that are seeing this, kind of looking nervously at other people. They kind of turn around and rush off to the distance. And like they rush off down an alleyway, and you, as you kind of see them out of the corner, you look at them, and they turn. They take a left down the alleyway, heading towards the street you're headed towards right now. It's another part of it, and it just continues on like that. You continue for a decent while, and just more people staring at you, more people staring at you,
Are we
and
at the
then
hotel or
not
not?
yet. You're literally 1 block away from the hotel, and then someone notice from the crowd of again. Have a very uniquely uniform way of talk and dress and coloration. You notice standing out from everybody else in the crowd, very, very tall, rather overtly muscular, pale, very notable ears. It turns the corner. And you just see like the massive figure turn like past the corner. Notice like a very bright red marking on his face. And then he just slowly turns and he instantly makes eye contact with you. And then you just see there's a unique half frown where just his lips are pursed together and one corner of his mouth is dragging down. He kind of like snorts and he just starts stalking towards you, and that kind of like when someone's really mad and they kind of like their arms kind of push out to the side a little bit more than normal and they kind of take like big stomping steps. This guy's like taking big stomping steps towards you. And
Luke was
let's
into
see.
like attack mode, ready to
Ooh, that's
Re-
all you, boy. In the back.
ready to pounce.
You
He's ready to pounce at any
you
moment.
doing attack mode?
No, he's
Ah,
ready to pounce. It's like the
Is that attack
hand.
mode?
His hand is like on
I mean, I'm not
his
impressed, so
sword.
I can't say anything. But
Hand
I
on
will.
sword, ready to attack if
Okay.
something happens.
just to show that you're not like, if you decide to make a very bad decision, well,
We are
it's
ready to
fine, you
make
can't.
another bad decision.
You guys are making the worst decision.
This individual.
That's
You
coming
don't get
from
Not a lot we
you.
can
You
do.
don't get to
Yeah, that is
fucking
coming
talk.
from me.
You don't get to
This
fucking talk.
individual
I'm not even a
walks
part
up
of
When
to
this, and
Nick
this
you,
is
says
bad.
something's a bad idea,
and you
maybe you
notice
guys should listen.
he
Ooh.
looks. His eyes specifically drift down and notice you put your hand on your sword. He stops 10 feet in front of you.
I
He
don't
Who
even
are
kind of
you?
fucking listen this is
he
bad.
kind of stands akimbo, puts a hand on his hip, and gives a big grin. But you notice that he's actively straining. His smile is very strained, as if you could imagine he is trying very hard to not cause a problem in the middle of the den. And he stands and he just looks at you. Hi. What are you doing with Drow in ropes?
Who the fuck are you? Who are you?
No.
I'm a member of the guard, and I'd like to ask what a dwarf and a human is doing holding Drow in captivity during a festival.
These
Give
guys
your
are.
answer. I might gonna have to kick your ass.
Do I have any of like the robes they had with the insignia of Loth? If
You took their clothes.
yeah,
He took most of their clothes.
I'm gonna show him.
More than likely.
I'm gonna show him one of the robes with the insignia. We were looking for one of our teammates, and we came across these guys in a secret kind of cavern.
Are you holding out the robes?
Yeah,
Oh.
one of
The
the
moment you hold
robes.
out the robes, like you just kind of like pick it up, and then like you blink, and suddenly the robes are out of your hand, and he's holding it, and he's just looking at. And you notice the all pretense of fake joy is gone. He actively has a very severe frown on his face, but now he's not looking at you. He's looking at the drow behind you. As you keep
What's going
talking,
on, Lou? I
are
say
you
from the
telling
back.
him about the you're telling him about the tunnel, right?
Yeah. Hold on a second,
Yeah. As you
Straits.
say that, as you say that, you notice his face pale, even more than it already was. And
We are going to take these guys to Zahak and his lord. Do you want to escort us? Maybe with some kind of guards escorting us, it can go a little bit better.
he looks at you. You say this, kind of licks his lips, makes a big old smile on his face, and turns around, puts his hands up in the air. All right, everybody, it's fine. It's just a little issue that these two were helping the guards with. Now, if everyone would please go back to their scheduled activities, all this will be put behind you. Please enjoy yourselves. And despite the fact that the words don't sound extremely convincing, you kind of feel a little tingle in the back of your head, both of you, just a little bit. And all the people in the surrounding area who have that look of worry, you see their faces instantly calm down. They start
A
smiling
very
and going to each
persuasive
other.
man, I see.
The guy kind of looks at you, and his face is a little more neutral. But there's still that little vein, the corner of his temple that's slightly pulsing.
I'm gonna walk out from the side or from the back uh, to the front to talk with Lou and the guard.
All right, come with me. And the
Ooh, I take
music.
it you already told him about our reasoning for this issue.
Yeah, I told them about the cave.
The music thankfully resumes. Kind of again gestures for you to follow, and he starts leading the way towards the hotel where you had originally met Malleus. He heads towards it, and you see the hotel. But then he takes a left. He ducks into the near alleyway that would head towards the back of the hotel, and he kind of gestures for you to follow again. Leads you through the back entrance of the hotel itself, taking a path you're not quite familiar with, heading towards the second floor of the building itself. Comes up to a rather remarkable looking door, gives it a couple knocks. A few moments later, the click of the doorknob, and then Malleus kind of sticks his head out. I was like, yes, is something the matter? Sir, we got. We
We
have
got lost
oh
worshippers in
boy,
the den.
yeah, that. Malleus's eyes widen, and he quickly looks out, sees the group of drawers. Yes, come in. Just a moment, though. He closes the door. Then you hear a weird sound, almost like a muffled explosion. The door opens again. Please, come in. He leads you into the familiar room where you had met him before. She was not there. But this one is... He is... Too short.
I'm assuming you don't have to worry about the drow anymore.
They're in the room, just kind of against the wall.
Okay.
And Malleus kind of leads you all in, and he just looks to the pale elf. Tingen, could you? Yes, sir. And the individual's body blurs, and then you watch as each of the drow heads slam back, and then they fall limply onto their chests again, and you hear the light sound of them breathing as if they have been knocked unconscious. The pale individual kind of stands next to the group of them, cracking his knuckles.
Great. And Lute, as he says that, just limps over to one of the cushions and just drops down and says, "Oh, do you have any more of those those smokes you gave me? Because I really need them right now. And a healer would be good."
I have something, yes. And he reaches over towards a little like a coffee table next to him. You notice as he's grabbing a pipe and putting tobacco into it, his hands are lightly shaking as he keeps glancing over towards the group of them. Then he after a few moments, hands you the pipe and lights it for you.
Hmm.
Where did you say you found these individuals?
Thank you. We found them at before we were following the trail. Straits knows the exact location because he was following the trail. But right now, you have a wall that is not a wall. Secret is a secret door that has, get this, phase spider blood on it in shape of, and I show him my shield in this shape because I drew it on the wall so we can find the secret door again easier. And I take out one of the spider eggs and show it. The cave is full of these phase spider eggs.
Malleus reaches forward gently, very gently, takes the egg from your hand and just holds it in both hands and kind of looks at it in the light. You notice there his again that clench of the jaw. And he kind of glances over at Tengen. who quickly gives a very sharp bow to Malleus before walking towards the door and leaving the room. I
What is a
see.
sharp bow?
He salutes, essentially, legs together, hands clasped at his sides. A very sharp, very quick bow, and walks out. Basically.
Oh, okay.
There were like more of them. 3 of them died. We tried to keep them alive because I thought you want to interrogate them, get information out of them. 3 of them unfortunately died, and one of them, which was the sister, I don't know what do you call these guys? The girl that did this to me, their leader. He probably has the other party member you saw, because there is a teleporter at the location, and I am pretty sure, yeah, she took her and used the teleporter. So we need reinforcement and go get her.
As you're speaking, poor Malleus, as you speak, poor Malleus, who's listening to you, forgets to light up a pipe for himself, and as you continue talking, he gets progressively more pale and more shaky, until he kind of snaps out of it and quickly reaches over, grabs the pipe, his own pipe, and starts lighting it up. And massive cloud of smoke. I see.
Yeah, the leader had a strange sword. It had like it has every strike was like it created a shadow that you couldn't see past. Do you know anything about that? The blade
I think
itself
we're-
was almost like the solidified shadow.
His eyes kind of go off to the side as he thinks. I'd hoped today would be peaceful. Seems you encountered a fully prepared raiding party.
A what now?
Although raiding party. Those loyal still to Lolth's worship have a tendency to other groups of themselves and make attacks against us or other holds, attempting to steal resources and cause discord. Not always successful, but as they are rather stealthy individuals and like to take full advantage of our abilities to blend in with darkness of the underground, have a tendency to make away with a lot of rather valuable things. Thank you for getting rid of this problem, or it could result in any deaths of our own people. Though I must express my deepest condolences for the loss of your party member, and I hope that you are able to recover her soon. He kind of looks. He looks towards one of the side walls. There's no window though, but you know that is the wall closest to the outside. Auction is going to happen in a couple hours, and already a raiding party has been discovered. Shudder to think what would have happened if all the Den Mothers had finished arriving, and then the raid party had made their appearance known.
2 problems. Problem number 1, you're still in danger, because remember, they have a teleporter. You have to send guards now. Otherwise, you can have an army on your hand for all you know. Because, like I said, one of the leaders got away. Number 2, what the fuck is in that auction that fucking raiding party has come? Because let's be honest, the timing is not a coincidence.
There's certainly a lot of valuables, so it would definitely be a good time to create an auction, especially with high profile one like the one we are trying to get
Exactly.
into.
I firmly believe, given what I understand of the various merchants who have been invited to the auction and the inventory list they have provided regarding wares, I have absolutely every reason to believe that the raid party is mostly here for the Den Mothers. Though I heard from Alteron that you had a rather interesting venture these past few weeks with his shipment of soul crystals being replaced with a live individual who I believe is one of your other acquaintances, though she's not here with you, is that correct?
Lou looks at Straits and says, "What do you think? Should we tell him?"
In already confirmed it, so it's no surprise.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
still not had any word from her though.
Hmm. She's in the box, or at least with the box. We are trying to find out why somebody wants hair, or why they would put hair in one of the one instead of soul gems, and we actually found shells, spider shells, that we
Thinking of whale
confirmed
snails, by the way.
they were face spider shells,
You're
face
talking about those.
spider eggshells.
Seems that perhaps. That does make sense. He holds the pipe, places his pipe on the table again. Smoke lazily. The smoke lazily rising from it. He brings a finger to his lips and contemplates for a while. I think, since obviously your erstwhile companion was switched one of these shipments, it's unfortunately it is not.
Look, dude, we are already involved. Like one of our
Yes.
members.
No, I have no issue with your involvement. I'm merely struggling with the realization that it is quite possible that other merchants have had their merchandise switched without knowing, which would mean that, given that this is a rather high-profile occasion, there is going to be a rather significant issue. Although I can't see why they would have the switched merchandise come to Qigong for the auction when they could have rerouted those individuals. And he turns to look at the drow. What were you thinking?
Well, we have had earlier issues, I believe you heard, from these wolf-like creatures. And these cultists certainly know about them, at least have an
Hold
idea
on,
about them.
I gotta go do something real quick. Be back again.
Okay. The plot is thickening, like really thickening.
Plot thickens.
Yes.
The plot has thickened so much it's almost solid.
The blood is clotted.
Congealed.
Right now it's jelly. Any more is gonna be solid.
Blood pudding.
Actually, wait, is it a
Green
snake
pot
or a
pudding.
spider that has like the most? I think it's a
Okay,
snake
back again.
that has
was
like the
I?
most
And we're
dangerous kind of venom.
back
We were talking
again.
about the auction and the merchants.
Then I was
Yes.
also bringing up the fact that these cultists also know about
The wolves, yeah, the wolves.
wolf-like creatures that we've been dealing with throughout the wastes.
Which is crazy.
I take out one of my
I wonder why.
wolf paws, the metal wolf paws that we took out from one of them, and just
Showed the cultist to show him. Yeah.
throw him one of the paws. This is we took them and we took this from one of the wolves. The wolves are like really weird. These things are welded to their actual bones, and they have these gems in their beside their hearts that uh, acts as like a soul gem. It's like the somebody took a soul gem and grew a whole creature around it.
Also, I
His
believe
mind looks blown
something that
as
our
you
other party
tell him
member had
this.
also brought up, with something to deal with their skull, or at least brain. I didn't quite look at it, but our other
Uh,
party member, Ciota, had looked at it.
Yeah, and
They're
the problem
certainly not natural, really.
and the problem is getting worse because we checked with the the headquarters. It was just the small ones they knew about. We fought two big ones, like the imagine a wolf pack. If a wolf pack, the small ones are the omegas. The big one is the alpha. It's rarer and more powerful and bigger. And the scout headquarters didn't know about the alpha. Even another scout party that had fought them before didn't know about the alphas. Like it's like the alphas are the newer version of the wolves. It's like someone is experimenting and making better creatures.
They're being very belligerent with their attacks. Being more frequent. It's been a. Wasn't the last time we were at a hold? We were attacked by some of them as well.
Yeah, last time it was on the way to back to Anfrance. After we no, it was when we were coming here that we got attacked by the wolves.
Way more frequent, and apparently we seem to be the party there. Very, I guess, accustomed to following.
You know,
Or
one of your issues can
Elliot.
be easily solved by checking all of the merchants uh, merchandise that has been stored before the auction. You can do it discreetly, I'm sure.
Malleus looks absolutely
Dumbfounded.
mind blown, dumbfounded, as you keep giving him worse and worse news. Uh, he seems to have the beginnings of um, a mild panic attack, though he is being rather generous inhales of his pipe. Just at that moment, the door quickly bursts open, and in rushes the familiar figure of Zahak. Master Malleus, I heard sees you. Isdro. He sees Malleus looking like he's about to pass out.
And I just point at the woman, half naked woman at the
Don't
corner
say it
of the
like that,
room.
dude.
Like over there, my G, over there. And just take
He
half of my
his
smoke.
you see his pupils dilate as he looks at the drow, and he quickly draws from his waist that slender white sword. He slowly stalks towards them. Would you rather I dispose of them now,
Whoa, whoa,
master?
whoa, 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 whoa! Hold on. They might have information. We didn't kill them on purpose.
It is easier to get information from a corpse than a loyalist scum like them. Continues walking, and Malleus just kind of like looks lost, and he's like, he
Uh,
sees the hawk. Stop, please, master. It is entirely inappropriate to allow these individuals to continue living after they've seen you.
Can I do something?
Rather not have blood on my doors today. So, and he looks at the futon where Lou kind of flopped. I think it's a little late for the furniture.
As he says that, I am going to cast Lesser Resurrection on him. So he can come out of his panic attack.
The hell?
Just put a hand on his shoulder and says, how about you take a deep breath and take this in because
As he put a hand on Malleus's shoulder, you see a rather large vein in Zahak's neck pop out noticeably, but he doesn't do anything as you cast the Lesser Restoration spell, and you see Malleus forcibly calmed down by the magic. And he just
Forcibly.
looks relieved. Ah,
isn't that better? When you panicked, it's hard to think, isn't it?
no. I think I'm assuming, and he looks towards Zahak. Tengen told you. Yes, has gathered the troops, and they are investigating the area. For now, I think Tengen takes the others to scout out this breach in our security that you have thankfully found before it was too late. I think right now the most important thing is to make sure the auction venue and this hotel protected, as the Den Mother should be here in a few minutes. And he looks at his his waist, and he reaches down and palms a small stone, slightly pulses in his hand. Yes, they'll be here very soon.
Do you want the extra, two extra swords? Because we are offering. Like I
Oh
said,
my.
we are already involved.
While it is a little unusual, and perhaps we'll get a few frowns from the masses, I think it is best that I ask for help from scouts as well. And he slowly stands up. If you would escort me, I think I'll pay a visit to your tavern, and who else would be willing to guard locations in exchange for adequate payment. Which reminds me, and he points towards Straight and Lou. Payment is due for your admirable work in preempting raid.
Also, another thing, you'll probably want to burn down the cavern if you don't want to face spider infestation on your den.
I'm sure Tengen will take care of it.
Yeah,
He's rather thorough with these sorts of things.
those phase spiders are a bitch. We fought 3 of them. They were a bitch to fight. Straight can.
Believe
You
I was the
kinda-
one that was fighting them.
Yeah, straight can testify to that.
He kind of smirks. He says, well, I may not be a healer, and I don't have any healing items on me now, but he reaches towards the coffee table, which you notice is a lot more solid than it first appeared, and he taps the side of it. And a drawer, which was perfectly blended in with the rest of the wood, pops out. He slowly slides it and brings up 2 bottles of what appear to be wine, which he places on the table, as well as a few clear glasses. Closing the drawer again. Would you give us some wine? It is quite magical, and it will at least help with your wounds.
Fuck, I never say no to alcohol, even if it doesn't help with the whole bleeding and stuff. It's still alcohol. What about you, Straits?
Oh, if it'll help, I'll certainly try it.
He opens both of them at the same time, Using each hand, he opens the two bottles, and he
You
pours
get, wait,
them
you each
into.
get your own bottle?
He's pouring them into glasses, and he pours two glasses from each bottle. Two glasses, the two on the left side, are this rich, vibrant, almost glowing orange color liquid that smells, lack of a better word, summer and fresh air and sweet, fresh oranges. And the other one, he pours this midnight black, almost velvet purple sort of liquid that smells of nighttime and rain. And both sit there, and he kind of just takes a step back, and he just as part of your reward, I suppose, for your efforts. I offer to you glass each of our very well kept secret sun and moon wine.
Dibs on the moon.
You can get one of each. I believe that is the least I can do right now. Especially considering that I really must be getting to the auction venue, and once all this is done, I will make sure that you are fully compensated. Please enjoy.
Didn't
He
you
kinda
want to come to the
rushes-
tavern with me?
Yes, but I'm saying please enjoy this before we go, because I still need to speak with Zahak about some things. And he kind of walks over towards Zahak and speaks to him in hushed tones. You do not understand a word he's saying.
Okay. I pick up the both glasses, straights the orange one, and hold out my my own.
Excuse me.
I guess I gotta say a toast. Let's see. Freedom, peace, and friends, and just clean the glass and down the wine.
Great, would you drink as well?
Yeah, I'll say to that and drink it as well.
Make con saves. And I would like to remind you, you can choose to fail con saves.
Is this a
Fail.
con save for being drunk?
I'm gonna fail it.
Saving throw, right?
You can choose to
Save.
fail.
Oh wait, he chooses to fail. You can do that?
25, you succeed. Lou fails. Both drink it, and it is a wondrous, warm sensation. Have you ever had like a spiced cider? Spiced alcohol?
I had spice cider.
Nameless and Nightshade,
Yeah,
have
once
you
or
ever had
twice.
that kind of like once or twice?
Yeah, I had
Is
something like that.
it is a strong, heady sensation from the wine itself. Crisp and sweet and very boozy. And as you swallow it, it goes down your throat into your chest. You feel your body warm up. Like you feel a spreading heat like a fire within. Gentle. And it fills your limbs. And you feel refreshed. More so than you have since, the start of this day.
It's been a shitty day.
You start noticing, you feel better, and you notice very slowly the wounds and bruises, like the aches and pains and soreness that you've accumulated, slowly start to fade. Because mechanically, Blue gets effect of generation. Straight gets the same effect. The difference between the two is that Lou gets an additional burst of healing. We'll say 10 HP healed now. And you're going to have a slow regeneration, which will eventually off.
So I healed for 10 now.
You heal for 10 now, and every hour you heal an additional 10.
How long this is gonna last?
For the next
What's
8
mine?
hours. For straight, you get the 10 HP healed every hour for the next 8 hours.
Hmm. That was good. It helped a bit.
Certainly
Now
an
the
interesting
moon
taste.
wine. And now for your moon wine.
Ooh, that was good. I'm gonna go lay down. Not feeling so hot.
You
Ooh,
okay?
I'm in
Oh
character.
wait, is
He's
oh,
saying in
sorry.
character.
That was
I never
that
know
was
what's going
so
on with this
believable.
party. I mean, it is believable
bro.
because you have been sick a few times. I feel like, and
Yeah, I had COVID once.
Today, you do notice that Lou has a very slight rosy tinge to his cheeks. Not a drunken tinge, but like a rosy tinge. He feels good.
Did it get a little bit too much for you, huh?
Are you fucking
Young
kidding me?
bones.
Are you fucking kidding me? I'm a fucking dwarf. I can do like
did someone
fucking
save me?
10,000 of these and not get drunk.
And someone save me.
I'm a bit weak from the fight. I'm just gonna
At least you're getting healed.
get a little bit of R&R. And he just leans back into one of the corners and just takes out his sword and shield, puts it aside, loosen the clasps on his armor a bit, and just starts slowly enjoy his pipe. That's better. Whew. Today has been a shitty day, huh?
That's one way of putting it. Still need to try and find Mashuda, wherever she may be.
In no hurry to find her. Sioda is more important and has been more helpful. So first Sioda, then if we can, Mashuda.
Don't blame your reasoning, but at the same time, we still need her. Still
Are
a part of
we?
the group, and I still feel like not getting her back would probably not look good for your possible promotion.
Fuck, you're right. Where the fuck is
Eventually,
our
Zahak.
Where the fuck is our supervisor? The motherfucker was supposed to help us.
But he's probably back at the fucking tavern getting drunk.
Fuck. And just Lou
Blame him.
just backs up into the corner again. I wish today would end.
Still haven't drank your moon wine.
This was just the orange one.
Yep, that was the sun wine.
Okay, we're gonna.
Excuse me.
I thought we just took one.
Wait, no, you took 2 glasses, both sun. You gave one sun to Straight. You both drank them.
Okay.
That's just the sun fruit wine.
Yeah.
I'll pick up both and hand him one then.
Thank
Here you
you.
go, Lou.
Thank you. Let's hear it.
Feeling up for the weather to get out of here soon enough.
I I said a toast. You have to say a toast too.
Well, I guess your long life and my shorter life, those are friends.
I will drink to that, and I just down the moon wine.
I got up to go make
Uh,
mashed potatoes, and I come back and you guys are still haven't drinking the wine. I feel like I
but
haven't.
we drank one. We drank one.
We drink one. Con saves.
Just
You can
drank.
choose to
Yeah,
fail.
we just drank the other.
Lou is so tired. He's not gonna even try to fight it. Yeah, I'm gonna fail it. He's not even trying to fight it. He's tired.
It's
Stray
like
is
if I'm
just
gonna
like,
get drunk. We're still on the clock, guy.
still on the clock. Don't get too comfortable.
I'm not a fucking police officer. I can't get
You
drunk.
drink.
Yeah, you're a
You
scout.
drink moon fruit wine and cold sensation, like drinking ice, like ice cold water on a chilly day. That piercing sensation goes down your throat and your chest, and it wakes you up, and you feel like you could literally run circles around this entire den and not feel tired, as you are immune to the effects of exhaustion the next 8 hours.
Nice.
Interesting taste.
Blue,
Certainly look more awake.
as your bonus, you get advantage on your athletics and acrobatics checks.
Nice.
That is it. Next 8 hours.
Nice. Whew, that was good. Feeling a little better. Ooh,
Certainly do.
that was nice. He gets up, he claps his back, his armor on. He's visibly like has a bit of spring in his step, you can say. He's not back, but he's a little better. Standing up, sitting down a bit straighter, has a, you can say, more positive outlook. Be-
It's not looking like he just went through the ringer.
yeah,
Looks like he's about to go through it, though, again.
that's definitely what's gonna happen. You know how we do it.
Mm-hmm. As you finish the wines, as the hawk leaves, Lysa eventually turns back to you and smirks again at Lou having taken off some of his armor. I hope you've enjoyed yourselves. Now, though, I think it is time that we head to the uh, Scouts Tavern and enlist as much aid as we can get. And he looks at the drow. They should be asleep and incapacitated for a little while longer. We will not have to worry about them. I'm sure Zahak will arrange for guards outside the door till we return.
Okay, these guys
Yeah.
are your problem now.
Yeah, and he starts heading out.
And as I said, I was in process of getting my armor back, so he just does it a bit faster and starts following him outside toward the town. So, what do you are off? How much is your budget? What are you offering the scout organization?
I think that, for the meantime, the forever, what is it called? IOU will suffice to gain their attention. Kind of smiles again. I don't think you've quite noticed, but the words do carry some weight here.
No, I definitely noticed. I was just about to say, instead of like talked about, instead of just money, you can say you will ally with other dens. That's, if you say that, the whole force of scouts are gonna help you. It doesn't have to be a full out alliance. We can just open up trade more and accept scouts more. I mean, like that. This whole situation started when um, guards, man or woman, I exactly remember, came into the tavern and said something about disturbances, and I'm pretty sure the disturbances were caused by the drow we caught. So if you give scouts a bit more autonomy and power in your den, I'm pretty sure they will accept helping you.
Wow. Okay. For some reason, say that again, please.
You were muted.
Oops.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Say that one more time, please.
Where did you cut off?
Just the thing again. My brain
Oh,
literally blanked out.
your brain cut off.
So
Okay.
sorry.
Yeah. Like,
As
wait, what?
the whole situation was that I was talking about scouts, and if he offers scouts a bit more power in the den, it doesn't need to be a full alliance. It just if he allows scouts a bit more power in the dens, and money, the scouts will definitely help him with the whole situation.
Well, I'm afraid that would be not just for me to decide, as that would be another touchy subject for a lot of other civilians here.
But he
Me,
can start the
Commander,
conversation.
I can start the conversation, but it is a very sensitive topic, as we have tried to be rather dependent and self-sufficient.
I'm pretty sure
We will
even
do
if
what we
you
can.
How did the den mothers see that as too? Wouldn't be surprised.
uh, I'm pretty sure if you just promise to start the conversation, the scouts will help you more than if you just offer them money.
He nods his head again and seems to be thinking about it at least as you head out to the once more head out into the den and get stairs. As you know, you are the two people who had a bunch of captured prisoners, but they do see Malleus, and everyone has a look of healthy respect for him. A lot of people bowing or curtsying or offering him various things from the nearby booths. He just kind of walks through with a smile, and as you continue moving through the crowds, you notice the tension that was building up in the room. Very very slowly and very gradually starts to dissipate. And he starts to relax just that little bit as he just watches everyone having fun. Eventually,
You're
you get to
you're a good
tavern
man,
itself.
it seems. People respect you.
I try. Eventually, you
You
get to.
do more
Oh,
than
sorry.
try, apparently. You have my
He smiles
respect.
again. He bows his head and thanks. You get to the tavern. You see a lot of people are not there anymore. They're probably out enjoying the festivities. Although you do notice Montblanc sitting by the counter, and as you enter, he kind of turns and looks, and he looks super drunk. He goes, "Hey!" He points at you. You fucking left me. Where'd you go?
Long story. Just can you do me a favor and gather around all the scouts that are present? Uh,
Um,
Make it high-ranking scouts, 2 stars and above.
You found a business proposition for the scout organization as of right now.
as he
I'm
looks at
captured.
Lou, and he kind of gives him like a leer, and just kind of shrugs. But then, as Straight starts talking about a business proposition, his eyes kind of light up just a little bit as he grabs his staff, which is kind of leaning against the countertop, and he slams it against the floor. And then you have to cover your ears as there is a massively booming, squeaky ass voice that shakes the entire building. Hey guys! We got a
Oh,
business
God.
proposition.
Ow!
Like Zoink Scoobs.
And
Everyone,
everyone kind of looks over. Oh,
anyone that is 2 stars and above comes upstairs. We are going to have a meeting.
everyone kind of looks at each other,
I would.
looks at their mugs, shrug, and they all stand up, finish whatever was in their mugs, slam them on the table. Is the one guy, and you look down, you notice, you actually, Lou, look down, and you see, coming at waist height, essentially, a large frog. What is this for?
Excuse me, what?
See, walking frog
No, I heard
looks up
that.
at you
I didn't heard him say what.
and says, "What is this for?"
You mean the business? Come
Yeah,
upstairs
boy,
and we will talk about it with everyone. Let's just say the den is going to hire us if everything goes according to plan. Come on. And I start going upstairs. After we go upstairs, I'm gonna introduce the Lord, and I'm going to say as loud as I can so everyone can hear me. The den has a little bit of a problem. I'm gonna let the Lord explain himself. It's just that if you guys are free and looking to help, there is going to be an opportunity to help the den, and the Lord has promised to open the talk with the Lord, the den mothers about more open relation with the scouts. So let's give them our best, shall we? I will let the Lord himself explain the situation, and I'm just gonna say a step down and let the Lord take over.
Thank you. And all those scouts kind of sit down. Some of them definitely sway, like they're more drunk than others. I have received news rather recently. There is a rash of loyalist drow. And I'm sure any of you who have been in the Ashen Wastes long enough would recognize that these loyalists are essentially anarchist drow that seek the destruction of the dens and the holds. The allied dens, that is. What this means that as I send my guards to investigate and to try to put a stop to any incursions before they happen, I would like to hire all of you to help protect various streets and important locations, such as the auction house and the hotel where the den mothers will be staying, provide protection. And in doing so, will ensure that each of you are rewarded appropriately. That your time has been well spent. I hope that this can appeal to all of you. And even if you may not consider yourselves as altruistic, I hope that you can help people. There's a little bit of muttering.
Also,
How
be careful.
much?
These guys don't mess around. I have fought them. They do not mess around.
You. If I heal, 10 gold per body. Everyone just kind of like, The frog kind of nods his head.
How much you said?
He said the frog asked for, straight up, 10 gold for every individual person he heals.
Okay. I'm gonna
Needs
give
to
him 10 golds to heal me.
Yeah, actually,
enough
that's
strong.
you hand him the gold, and he kind of clinks it in his hand. What did you need?
Can you see I'm fucking bruised? Do something about it.
Gold.
While that's going on, I'll also inform
Wait.
the crowd about our missing party member.
Oh, that is a good idea. Lou, as you
and
hand the
also,
frog the gold, he looks at you and he kind of clinks the coin as you explain your bruise. He's like, 10 gold.
I gave you 10 gold.
Oh, this, and he holds the money you gave him. This 10 gold was for my attention. 10 gold for the healing.
Do you want me to smack you?
Pretty sure you wouldn't even have to pay him.
let's
for
smack
that.
the healer, Lou. We don't need
looks
that
at-
right now.
he looks at you.
Especially in your current situation.
Frogs are even worse at facial expressions, and he just looks at you and you can feel the eyebrow being raised.
I gave you 10 gold, man.
If you fight, take all the money you have, and then 10 gold to heal you.
I gave you 10 gold. Don't do this to me, man.
Make a persuasion check.
Look, I had a
Oh,
very
gosh.
shitty day. I gave you 10 gold. Just heal me, please.
The frog almost looks upset. He says, "No, the 10 gold was for my attention. 10 gold was to heal you. If you wish for me to be psychiatrist, another 10 gold."
You said
You
perception?
need someone to lean on.
I am
10
not
gold.
therapist. I am healer.
You wanted deception?
I want persuasion.
Precision. Yeah, okay. 16.
Now, yeah, I'll also inform. Excuse me, the current group of scout members of our missing party member and possible enemy strength, leader-wise.
I mean, I kinda gave you a job. That's gonna count as something. Here, how about this? I got your attention with the job, 10 gold for healing. How about that? And I have given you 10 gold.
Yes, 10 gold for healing. You gave me 10 gold for my attention.
Just give him
So
the
I
gold,
don't think it's
man.
gonna go well for you.
Ah, fuck.
You did not ask for healing before you gave me gold.
Are you gonna heal me completely, or is it like half done? Is it half done?
Gold for healing.
He looks at you, and you get the sensation of a deadpan. A stupid question. 12 gold for healing.
Ah, fuck you.
Sounds
And I
12.
give him 10 gold.
Raised it. Raised it.
He holds it. He holds out his hand for the other two.
He said 12. The
Yeah,
last
he did.
second.
What? Why is it just going off?
You're fighting him? You're fighting him about
I
it?
say another fuck you, and I give him another 2 gold.
He holds it. Thinks it for a second, kind of looks at you. But lucky I in good mood. I would charge you more for the insult. And he touches you, and you heal.
Does he then cast inflict wounds on him?
How much?
Christ.
Oh my lord, that was beautiful. I love that with my entire heart and soul.
I'm gonna say
Um,
something, and it's directed at you, DM. Fuck you.
Welcome. You heal 29 HP. He gives you a level 3 cure wounds.
Took it in the stride as a DM.
Okay.
The music stopped.
I
Do
I
you want
s-
me to RP telling the rest of the group, or uh,
If you would like to, otherwise, no, it's fine.
Lewis starts going
Okay.
towards Straits and under his breath says, "Fucking, I hope you choke on that fucking gold, motherfucker," and just starts going towards Straits.
Did you not enjoy your healing, Lou?
It definitely
This is just
wasn't
like the
worth
freaking
22
blacksmith.
gold.
Turnbart, why is every single one of your characters pissed off?
You're not
Like,
pissed
this is
off.
off.
the-
Why are they
Look, like the
fucking
black-
salty all this
The
fucking time?
hawk is strict. Malleus is pretty mild mannered. The blacksmith was a bitch. The frog is a snarky asshole. There's a big difference.
They are
Yeah,
all salty.
exactly. Trust me.
All of your merchants are
Not
salty.
salty. Not salty. They have their own reasoning. A frog was just trying to get some money.
He could have
As
helped
a healer, he is unappreciated until it comes to the healing.
me. Yeah,
Frog-
because he's an
frog
asshole.
healing is expensive.
He's an asshole because because he's an asshole. He's unappreciated.
You should have just said, "We're both scouts. Can you not just heal me for,
I gave him a job. I gave him a fucking job, and he still said 10 gold for retention. Fuck you.
Fair. To be fair, you did not give him a job. Malleus gave him a job.
If
You
I
just
the
brought
ones that
Malleus
brought
to
him.
them.
Yeah.
if
The
I
messenger.
didn't exist, if I didn't exist, they wouldn't have a job right now. Malleus wouldn't
no.
be here.
I don't know. They've already been in the scouts for a little bit, so it may fall on deaf ears right there.
Never mind. Let's just get a couple of drinks and go back to the hotel because I'm pretty sure we are on guard duty in the auction.
Unless you wish to go somewhere else. Find your friends, perhaps.
Finding your friend would certainly be helpful, wouldn't it?
I mean, we
Yes,
can
it would.
find. I'm pretty sure we can find Sioda at the auction because that was the whole plan, and Mishuda can wait. After the fuck up,
I'm gonna
we-
be dead by the time you find me.
I really hope you are dead by the time we find you. After the fuck up in the cavern, I am no mood to go in for adventure
Keep
to
killing
fucking
people.
save her.
All Lou is saying is you keep doing the thing I tell you not to do. I'm upset. Say it.
Sir, I did the thing
I'm
that you told
gonna
me
go
to
up
do.
to Malleus and
I specifically told you to not kill them.
talk with him.
And then
Lord
you told me to
Malleus.
go to get
How long
backup,
until?
and I got captured. So when
Alright,
I
hold
do
on.
something you
I'm
tell me to do,
gonna-
bad things happen.
I'm gonna make a pro gamer move. Make a pro gamer move.
Okay.
What?
What's your move?
What do you mean, what's my move? What happened?
Hold on. I think yeah, they're in. Well, we are in the whispers. Why are we in the fucking whispers?
Yes! Why did you bring me here?
I didn't bring you here.
You did!
I didn't.
Well, someone did. I didn't bring me here.
Those cultist members in. You already sending some
Why did we
troops
go to
over
the
there
whisper
to
chat?
investigate
What
it?
just happened?
You were arguing while Nightshade was trying to talk to me about his character.
Oh. You should have just said stop.
Well, no, because it's
did.
entertaining.
Also,
That too.
also, it doesn't work.
Put you in timeout.
He was also like pro gamer move, and then
Poof,
and
you're
whisper
gone.
chat. Whisper chat.
Pro gamer move. Whisper chat.
That was a lot more impressive, to be fair.
Oh man, I love
Anyway,
him when he
Nightshade, you
says
were saying?
cease.
I was saying to Malleus, obviously, how long until the auction, and then if he was sending any troops or guards over to the cave system that we found the cultist members in, or I guess raiders in this case.
You would not long as you give him the information. Just honestly, if you want to go, I have no issue with that. You are the ones who found this, and your companions are the ones that are missing. What you feel is the best use of your time right now. I'm just concerned with making sure we still have an adequate security force in case any more unexpected surprises pop up.
Feel like with the scouts as well as the guards acting in tandem with each other should be a superior force to guard the auction as well as the den mothers.
Exactly. I'm not too worried. Admittedly, I'm not too concerned with the protection of the den mothers as they are arriving with their own entourage. But the venues themselves should be protected.
I mean, do you really want to leave and let Yoda do his thing alone? Are you sure about that?
Well, you still have the messaging stone. Out of character. What's the stone thing called again? Because I don't think I
Sending
have one.
stone.
Sending stones?
Sending stone. Okay. You do still have the sending stone, so you could try to raise Ciota, could you not?
Hmm.
We haven't heard any word from her since parting with her earlier.
How about this? How about we go where the merchandise is kept? Because I am pretty sure he is supposed to be there. Let's go there and see if we can find him. Find her there. If we can find her, just take her and go find Mishuda. Because now if now the den is on the whole plan, if something happens, the den and you can tell us about it. You will tell us about it, don't you? If something happens to that specific box that
course.
Sioda was supposed to be in it.
I can take you to the warehouse now. That would actually be a good idea. I just hope that nothing else has happened while you've been finding these, uncovering these plots, so to speak. And he starts walking out and heading to the city and leads you through several more streets till you reach a large. What he explains is a warehouse. Oops. Let's see.
We are getting the band together.
We
Slowly
rescue
but
one of the band.
surely. Um. My lord, where did I put this? Where did I put this?
I don't know.
Aha! Okay. You come towards a large stone building with what look to be surprisingly ornate engravings on the outer walls themselves. arches and large windows on them with no glass, just a lot of that, again, that bioluminescent fungi dotted around them. And Malleus leads you towards the what you could imagine is the front entrance, which is a very large set of sliding doors next to a much smaller metal door, which he quickly raps on with his knuckles. And then a very burly male drow kind of pokes his head out. Oh, he opens the door. Lord Malleus, what brings you here? I just wanted to check up on some things. I am sorry for the surprise visit. No, of course not. Please, let yourself in. Let me know if you need anything at all. That would be most helpful. He kind of walks in, and you two follow. Do you happen to have a inventory list for a merchant Alteran? I believe these two were traveling with him for quite a while. Alteran. Yes, he came through. He was one of the last to come through. Let me grab those for you. He's towards a little side room, like a little office, and he starts kind of shuffling through some papers, digging through a couple drawers. Comes back with a small clipboard with a couple pages on it. Here you go, sir. Right, Alteran. Food, water, basic supplies, children's toys. Gold crystals, yes. And everything moved from his caravan? Yes, everything has been moved and labeled and put in the same pile together, sir. Would you take us to that pile, please? Of course. And he starts walking through, and you start having to make left and right turns through these large stacks of boxes. They're fairly organized, and they all seem to be labeled a language neither of you understand. You can imagine that this is most likely the Elvish language, as the individual kind of goes to each one, looks at some of the tags, reads them. No. Let's see. Brick. Azerbaijan. There we go. He walks up to a larger pile and kind of smacks his hand on one of the bigger boxes. This would be the Alteran. Do you need me to open boxes? Alice kind of looks towards the two of you. Says your friend should be here.
Yeah. Siora, are you here? If you are here, you can come out.
You wait for about 20 seconds. There's no response.
Did you guys use the sending stone?
Nope. I swear it's safe. You can come out if you are here.
Another 15 seconds. Still nothing. The drow just kind of looks a little confused. He furrows his brow. Just kind of looks between you and Malleus. And Malleus just kind of looks towards you. And you notice his eyebrows are starting to furrow in concern just a little bit.
Where is the iron box with the holes that the soul gems are supposed to be in?
The biggest one is placed in the middle of the pile. Let me. And the drow puts two fingers to his lips and lets out a shrill whistle, and a couple more burly individuals come up. And he directs them in Elvish, and they climb on top of the piles and start taking down the stuff on top, and then start moving some of the stuff around the side and reveal a large open iron box.
What's inside it? Is it empty?
Let me. He grabs a strange metal loop, and upon it is several what look to be like rocks, almost, with different engravings that pulse with various lights. He kind of sorts through them, and he grabs one of them from the chain. He touches it to the box, and you see a series of magic etchings around the entirety of the box glow, and it slowly starts to open and swing open. And what was in the box before?
Ultrons was supposed to give the shells to be made into armor.
So, do you see shells into armor as the flail snail shells, that is still a mouthful,
Yeah.
have been transformed, that you expect to see, have transformed into what look to be rather pretty, almost like perfectly round and smooth, great shields, like the size of Lou's torso, maybe a little bit bigger, shields that are polished to a mirror sheen, and have this beautiful, opalescent, multicolored rainbow coloration along the front that just gently twinkles and shimmers and shifts along the front of it. And you also notice what seemed to be a small pile of folded cloaks, interestingly enough, that also have that rather unique prismatic appearance to them. And all Malleus, his eyebrows raise. Seems that he's found a suitable substitute for those soul crystals, hasn't he? Just kind of takes it in. There's not a lot. There's about 10. There's about 10 of these shields, and the pile of cloaks seems to be about 4 of them.
Do I see any spider or homunculuses in there?
You do not see either.
Shit. I take out the sending stone and send a message to Sioda. So, how does this thing works? Do I have to make a special length message, or is it anything?
I think the limit is 25 words, but let me double check. Okay, let's see. Lou. I'm gonna go to the. Where did that thing go? Oh, it loves giving me trouble, doesn't it? It's giving me lots of trouble right now. Okay, hold on. I have it here, I think. Here we go, sending stones. Alright, sending stones. Sending stones come in pairs, each smooth stone carved to match the other so the pair is easily recognized. Touch one stone. Wait, can I roll this? No, I cannot. You can use an action to cast the sending spell from it. The target is the bearer of the stone. If no other creature bears the stone, you know that fact. Once sending is cast through the stones, they cannot be used again until the next dawn. Sending is a short message of 25 words or less to a creature with which you are familiar. As long as they are, pretty much as long as you can send the message across any distance and even to other planes of existence, but if the target is on a different plane than you, there is a 5% chance that the message does not arrive. Oh, the message arrives. At least you think it does. You send it, you touch it, and you get the sensation of it connecting to the other side. Like when you hold the phone and you kind of have that very vague white noise sound, and then it kind of the white noise stops suddenly, and you're like, I connected. That's what you feel like.
So, what to say? Sioda, the situation has gotten. Sioda, this is Lou. Situation has gotten worse. We need you to identify your location so we can get you.
I feel like that was just barely 25 words.
Meshuda is missing. I'm gonna add that to the last one.
I'm typing it out to make sure it's within 25 words.
It is.
1, 2, 3, 4,
I remember
5.
everything I can. All I can think about is Laura Bailey and his husband just counting fucking words.
Then at the end of it, are you pooping?
She
Mean to
loves
interrupt if you
doing that.
pooped.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Fuck!
So if we we got this is just lose that this is Lou and Mishuda is missing. That's gonna drop it from 29 to 24 because it's now has
Okay.
yeah
I have 25.
yeah it's 24.
Okay.
I'm gonna send it like that.
Hmm.
What do I get in return?
You'd hear back. I'm safe, but I'm tired. Loth cultists took me to the hotel. I'm home right now. Don't really know the way back, but I can try.
Sounds a
Hotel.
fucking doozy.
Where can we? Where does he consider home? She considers home.
I don't think you've ever asked.
Maybe
Guess
she's.
a box.
I'm gonna look to him and say. She says the cultists took her to the hotel. You can have. You probably have an insider in your hotel. I suggest throughout vetting again. Or you can have a problem when the dead mothers arrive. Yo, DM.
Oh boy, that was towards me.
Yeah.
Say that again. Oh, wow. This is how you know that you're having it bad. Say that again, please.
I look at him.
I'll
I
copy what I said.
I look at him and say, so I assume you know about Sioda. Sioda says some cultists took her to the
Yeah,
hotel,
home.
and she's at home right now. I suggest you just vet your staff at hotel again because you might have a couple of inside man in there, and that's gonna be a problem if then mothers arrive and something happens.
Malleus looks extremely worried and just. What's up? I wish I had my pipe right now.
I have
They're at
mine.
the hotel, then they might be still. They
don't
might
think you
have
should
both
borrow another
Siota
man's
and
pipe, though.
Mishuda.
Yeah,
Touch another man's pipe without permission.
I have mine, but I don't suppose you are okay with the strong stuff, or maybe you need the strong stuff.
I will be fine. I should stop relying on substances to achieve calmness. Right. We have officially hired all of you, and he kind of looks at the crowd of scouts who are, at this moment, slowly stretching, and you notice some of them are paying the frog that you detest, and he is putting a hand on them, and they instantly look sober. They are slowly starting to get the alcohol out of their system as they have officially been given a job.
Do we see Sioda at the hotel?
You do not.
Do we see him? See her at? If before we go back to the hotel, I want to find Ultron Cavern and see if Sioda is there.
Sure. Malleus would excuse himself, and he would direct one of the other guards, the one you had met before when you were in the tavern previously. This one. He escorts you towards a slightly farther off, but still very well decorated sort of hotel, of its own right. Though perhaps not nearly as regal and ostentatious as the one that Malleus was staying in. He goes to the desk, quickly speaks Elven to the receptionist, hands him a brings the ledger over to him so you can read it very quickly. Taps once on the paper, gives it back to the receptionist, looks at you all, gestures to follow, takes you up to the third floor, and way near the front, and he knocks on it, and the door opens to a massive and extremely overly decorated room where you just see Alteran and some of the other members of his caravan all just kind of laxing off to like the one side of the room, and what looks like all of them are on the far side of the room in what basically a sauna, and they are all just having the time of their lives. They all look over. Hey, it's you guys, and you see Emma, and you hear under her breath, "Fuck, are we gonna get attacked again?"
Relax. We're not gonna get attacked.
Forever since we've been traveling with you, it's been a pretty rough time. So stay on guard.
Wouldn't be
Ultron,
wrong.
did you see Sioda anywhere? Did she come here, or has she told you about her home? She said something about going back home.
No. After we spoke and Zahak, Captain Zahak had met us at the front gate, and we went our own ways. I did not see Sioda. I thought she was with you. Oh, that's wrong. You did say you would have her in following the merchandise, correct?
Yeah, apparently some cultists took her to the hotel, and
He
then
pales. Please tell me that everything is safe. Oh boy. Um,
your
I,
merchandise
I
is okay, and we caught the cultist, but Mishuda is missing, and we're trying to find Sioda. She said something about going home. Uh, I was thinking maybe you know where the home is.
I anything to do with your druid friend is a mystery to me. I did not think it right to dig too much into whatever life is.
Okay, was worth a
Lou,
shot.
she did say that she was near the hotel, correct?
Yeah,
Might be able to track her if I can find uh where she might possibly be. I mean, it's a stretch, but we can try and find out where she is.
yeah. We are grasping at
Mishuda,
straws at this point.
well, Mishuda, on the other hand, if there are cultists in the hotel, if it's the same cultist leader that we fought as one of them,
You
I
think maybe
might be
Mishuda is at
either
hotel?
possibly. We still didn't know where that that stone in the secret cavern was, or went to.
Hmm.
It was a portal stone, correct?
Yeah, but I don't know. I was guessing. I mean, what else could it be in middle of the fucking cavern?
Not
Eh,
sure. I'm not the magically adept warrior here. But
yeah,
if it
mine
is a
is not
teleportation
like that
stone or
either.
like a sacrificial stone, then
Yeah.
could
I don't think so. If it was a sacrificial stone or something, it would have been bloody or something. Let's just go back to the hotel because we might actually find one of them. Let's just go back to the
hopefully.
hotel. Thank Ultron. Take care. Let's hope you don't find any kind of danger or excitement before your retirement. And if you get enough money, maybe come to Celestina. It's a good place for retirement.
He looks. You see that? To you, it's familiar now, but you see that look of concern, warring with relief, warring with oh my god, why, or with warring with well, not again. And just all at once is thanks. I wish you the best of luck.
Same. Take care.
You, you'd need assistance, and he kind of points towards his other bodyguards.
Yeah, no. We got the city guard. You guys have been through enough. Take care.
They all kind of nod at you. Luck, truly.
Let's hope we find each other at better times.
That would be much appreciated.
And Lou just starts going outside and just shakes the head when his back is turned. Shake his hand. Sorry.
Shake his head.
Shake his hand. Yeah, I had a brain fart.
I was like, damn, that's so passive aggressive, Blue.
I had a brain fart at that moment. So
Omnia.
Straits wants to go
Good
to
hint,
the
by the way, in the Discord.
Hmm?
Oh, what's going on?
Yeah, Lou, you should know. Sorry to break that up, but
Sioda
I'm
has
in the
alluded
Discord,
to
so-
her home before with Lou back at those ruins. She said the dead were eaten there. Yeah, I remember that, but you didn't say where it was.
Mm.
Yeah. So, me and Straits are going back to the hotel, trying to find out a trail for Omnia or Mishuda or the cause reader or anyone. Really, we are we are grasping at straws.
It's either we head to the hotel or we head to the burn, or if you know where May alluding to in her message.
Can I make a history check to try to remember if she said something to me about her home?
Sure.
This is gonna be so bad, but
So
oh
bad.
no, I have proficiency. Oh, 23.
Looking for what exactly again?
Uh, where the home is. The home situation is bugging me out.
Siota's situation.
You've never actually gotten any concrete information about what her home is, what it looks like, where it could be, or anything like that. You just know that Siota woke up one day, trapped inside a box that you then fought with Meshula over.
This moment, Lou realized he's a bad friend.
Yeah.
Even friends.
Doesn't even know my birthday.
Fuck off. I have no idea where the home is, so just going back to the hotel. I mean,
You
why
went
do
to
you?
the
Why did you
You-
give me so cryptic of a message? Just give me a fucking location.
I gave you as much information as I could in
Could
25
you make like a
words.
history check or something to know it?
Did my history check did anything? Because she said, the dead were eaten. Is there any kind of underground, undercommon situation where they eat the dead and they are similar to Sioda in build and race?
Gnomes are so reclusive in the best of times. They're not at all popular sort in terms of well-known individuals. They keep to themselves, and even assuming any of them are still alive, they really keep to themselves. So you really don't know anything about something as specific as gnome settlements.
Yeah, we have no information. We're going for the hotel.
Be
Look,
funny to send like a sending message that had just like the longitude and latitude of your location.
I mean, would you be able to tell that in this time period?
you could
Probably
have
not.
just given me like a I'm at hotel. I'm outside that ruin we fought those guys or something like that. But
I said she's home.
Would home be the cart that we came in?
can home be the box?
That's what I thought. Yeah.
The fucking
In the
box.
box.
I feel like just saying that's reductive is an understatement.
What? I don't understand what reductive means.
I thought you said productive.
Oh.
um,
Oh, Jesus.
It's an opposite of
So-
what?
you imagine with what you understand of Sioda, he's not necessarily a book smart individual, given that she offers no, she has never once implied an inclination towards anything revolving around study. Imagine that she is at least smart enough to consider a metal box to not be a suitable home.
That's so depressing.
So where is her home? What does he get from his history check?
Don't know
Welcome
that.
to my home.
Nothing. I get
My
nothing.
life.
What makes a home?
There are some things that dice rolls
Heart.
just can't get you, and one of those things is something so specific that your character had no way of caring about before today.
Like, can I like talk to Straits? Maybe Straits
Why
can
is
figure this
Mashuda
shit
the only
out.
one who cares about Sioda?
I
Yo,
haven't talked to
Straits,
Siota as much as Lou has. So.
do you know anything about a home or something? She said something like this. Let me read it actually. I'm safe but tired. Lost cultists took me to the hotel. I'm home right now. Don't really know the way back, but I can try.
What did you send to her before?
Said something about coming out and the situation got worse.
Well, she clearly said tell, but I don't know where her home would be. I haven't talked to her as much as you and possibly Mashuda have.
Let's just go
But
back to the hotel for now. Then maybe
yeah,
in the
let's try to
way.
see if we can find the cultists that are possibly holed up there.
Yeah, and
See
maybe
or
on the
see if the
way I can
staff know.
think up something.
She said anything about her home to begin with?
Said
I
something
don't know
about
much
the
about.
dead being eaten. That's the only thing she said about her home.
My
The
guesses are a
dead.
crow's nest, a graveyard, or
You're not here, Mashuda.
I know.
Feel
I
my
mean-
pain of not being here.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say,
I'm suffering
I was
pain.
actually
Alright.
legit about to say,
Man,
like,
we went
the
from there's a druid
graveyard.
in the box to the druid lives in the box all along.
The box was
In
the
the
home.
We also went from criticizing Disney to like discussing world events. I think.
Religion.
Oh,
Religion, yeah.
I
It's
mean,
outside of it.
ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between and without, I give you the party.
There.
hello there.
I might change their names from
Kenobi,
Asshole to
Kenobi.
Chuckle Fox because oh my god.
God.
Let's. I think maybe the hotel can be the home. Maybe somewhere in the hotel is somewhere that Sioda can possibly call home.
I mean, like a funeral home.
You're not here.
I know. I'm sad.
Oh, let's see. Where the dead are eat. Well, obviously the most common place is a graveyard, but unless there's specific creatures, don't believe they'd be eating corpses straight out of a graveyard.
It didn't
Again,
say
I'm not
the
sure.
she said that didn't say the graveyard or things like that. She said the dead were eaten, like maybe the fresh bodies were eaten or something like that. I don't know. Let's just go
Like
back to
where
the city.
the
Maybe we can find. Let's go back to the hotel. Maybe we can find a trail or something. This is not getting us anywhere.
do could be the cavern that we found the cultists in, because the spiders themselves.
Are you suggesting we killed him? We killed her?
Not saying that. Pretty sure we'd be able to tell if the little gnome was among the or elven drow.
No, maybe she was one of the spiders.
Why would she try to kill us if that was the case? Why would she not try to tell us? I don't believe she was one of the spiders, but
She
could
turned into
possibly
face
be
spiders?
around that area.
This is a legitimate question. Can she actually turn into face spider?
Okay, let's go and find out if she is over there. You remember where the cave was? The entrance to the cave was? Yo, straight.
So would probably be easier for us to head to the hotel first, since obviously there are cultists there, and I believe it is closer than the cavern that we came from.
Okay, let's go.
Unless you think it'd be smarter to head to there. I mean, you are the leader, but
And I make
again,
dumb decisions sometimes. Let's go to the hotel.
Sometimes.
will do.
We are going to the hotel.
Okay. You go back to the hotel.
Can we take a break?
And
Because I
you can
really
take a break.
I really need to do a bathroom.
See you in like 10-15 minutes.
Okay. Take your breaks.
Alright. I'm gonna grab some water because I've been talking for several hours.
Yep.
There was the alley that you've already looked at.
Mm-hmm.
Around the hotel, the tracks. No, we are looking for tracks for Omnia. And the cultists, I guess. I'm not very good at finding tracks. That's Trade's job. Yo, Nigel. Nigel!
Oh, shit! I thought that was for me.
Alright, what was that?
Everybody has a brain fart today.
I'm
No,
doing
I'm good.
great.
I'm fine. Yeah.
Did you find any kind of
Wonder
like
why.
tracks for Omnia or the cultists around the hotel?
Let's see. I can look out here, and then we can try and have somebody check inside the hotel if the cultists are still here. If they're using this hotel as a staging point, an attack against the Den Mothers, and I mean, I don't know the exact layout of it or where the Den Mothers will be staying, but I wouldn't be surprised if they were
That's not the problem
by
right
the
now.
area.
The problem is that we don't have half of our teammates. That's the problem that we have to
Understand.
rectify for now.
All right, let me try to find if there are any tracks here of Omnia. Or sorry, from Ciota.
Potato,
DM,
same thing.
yeah, DM, what would you like me to uh, roll or for?
Investigation.
What? I feel like that would be nature, wouldn't it?
For what exactly?
Tracks.
Just to,
To
I
see if
mean,
I can
before
see
there was
anything from
survival.
like India. Survival? Okay.
Are you going back to the alleyway?
Well, I'm just looking outside to see if I can find any tracks from like yeah, because I mean they're pretty apparently different to their tracks here, but it depends, I guess.
We are looking around the hotel for any kind of weird tracks that can be Omnias or the cultists.
If you're trying to find a specific set of tracks, I'd say investigation.
Okay. Investigation. That's ain't good.
Yeah, shit. Can I help him? Even
No, you'd help.
even if I help him, that's not gonna help him.
You don't. Celia is small. She is tiny compared to any of you. These tracks are pretty big. Trying to find a specific pair of tracks, it's hard, especially when you take into account the fact that there is a high chance that she might have wild shaped into something because you've seen her do it before.
Shit. Do you think maybe she's inside the hotel? Because she said I'm safe and tired.
Yeah, but she was home. I don't believe this hotel would really constitute as her home.
Yeah, she's kind of anti-city and anti-social. So
In
maybe the
her own rights,
cavern.
but and that's what I was thinking. How much longer do we have till the auction starts, though?
I don't know, maybe hour or two. How
Hour and a
much?
half. Hour and a half.
Yeah, an hour, hour and a half, give or take. Let's
If we want to
just
keep, I mean, it's up to you, but we can either
let's
keep
just go
checking
to
outside.
the cavern real quick, and then if we don't find anything, we are gonna use the teleporter.
Or see if it is one or where it'll send us. It's not a bad idea.
Because even if we don't find Sioda, we're gonna find Mishuda at least. Because if the leader has taken Mishuda, she has used that teleporter.
Yeah, it'd be a huge possibility. Let's hurry up to the cavern then and try to see if uh, that stone or teleporting stone will possibly lead us to him.
Yeah, we can get a little bit of a um, reinforcement too, because the guards are supposed to be there now.
True. Is there any scouts that you want to try and bring along?
Yeah, let's leave them to defend the Den Mothers. They are more important than us. If the Den Mothers die on Scout Watch, it's gonna fuck up the whole relationship between the Drow and the Scouts before it's even starts.
Alright, let's head over to the cavern real quick then.
Yeah,
Try and see if we can figure out what's going on.
let's go. We are going to the tavern. DM, the tavern.
I was typing some stuff, sorry. Right. You make it back to the tavern. Most of them.
Cavern, not tavern.
Okay, that is a big old difference, isn't it?
Secret
You
cavern.
head back to the cavern. Secret tunnel somewhere.
Wait, do you have backup this time?
Oh. Oh no. Oh, here it is. Well, finding the map. Okay. Where is Lou? Good question.
I'm here.
There you are. Solero. Okay. Let's see if I can. Alright, you make your way back to the tunnel. And for a reference, you see again that woman who had stopped Meshuda from shooting straight in the face. And a couple Drow that are working with them.
Sup.
Kind of turn to look at you. Ah, back. Lord Malleus need us, or are you here for something else?
Have you guys seen a druid, drow looking gnome around here? Or a tall looking snake lady?
No, I haven't. We haven't noticed anything like that here. We just finished clearing out most of the phase spider eggs, but we didn't notice any other people other than the signs of a scuffle. Not really.
Hmm.
Find the teleporter you were talking about.
Is it active?
It's active. It's just dormant. It's waiting to be used. Don't know where it goes though. They did a pretty good job at making sure we couldn't get a read on the final destination, but I mean, it's better than nothing, right?
How many of you guys are here? Is it just you two?
No, there's about a dozen or so looking around.
So, do you mind coming with us? Because we are going to use the teleporter. And we can use a little bit of reinforcement.
I mean, I don't see a reason why I couldn't, and yeah, I guess I could join you. It turns to the moment. Ellen, are you gonna be alright? I know you're kind of new to the whole thing. Be okay, as long as nothing explodes, like last time. Yeah, we'll
What?
be fine. Alright, let's get going.
To the teleporter! We're gonna use the teleporter.
Yep. Foundry is lagging for me.
Using the teleporter. They were transported to the first layer of hell.
Exactly. Alright, come on.
And they were never heard of before, after. Not before, after.
Never heard
Or
from.
heard from again.
How did you mess up an easy line?
Because I haven't slept. How about that?
That is a
That's
deeply
fair.
personal issue. I cannot help you with that.
That is a shame.
It's not like you have slept too.
And yeah, I'm gonna get like 4
You'd be
hours of sleep
correct.
tonight, but hey, this is D&D, my friends.
We will
my
suffer
God.
for D&D.
Yes.
I didn't
I
get
guess
any
this is a good
sleep
attempt
going
as any
in.
to say see you next time.
Don't
no,
you
I'm
dare!
staying
We
up.
use the teleporter first. Don't you fucking dare.
Cliffhanger.
We see what acts of violence we must commit very soon.
Are
Time
these
for
guys
the
enemies or
cliffhanger.
are they
No,
from the
they're
god?
drow. Remember, they're friendly.
Some drow good,
Kind of
some drow
investigating
bad.
the area. They just happen to look at first glance like other drow you were fighting. I
Retaliation.
suppose your biggest clue is that one of them is very obviously male, which is rather uncommon for if you take into account what you noticed the last time you fought.
It's not
You
really
all step
uncommon. It's like a fucking unicorn. You don't find it.
I'll step
Don't
into the
find
little
male drow.
teleporter as the two drow kind of take positions, and they start casting very quietly magical symbols emerging between their hands as they slowly chant. And you see the teleporter runes along the stone start to glow a pale blue. And then everything fades to bright white. You find yourselves in a new room. And that is where we'll end tonight's session, folks. Thank you all for playing,
No,
and I
keep
hope
going,
you
keep going, keep
enjoy.
going.
You
He doesn't have the
sucketh.
map for it.
Keep going, please.
Everyone just said they were tired.
Yeah.
I'm sleep
It's the
deprived. I'm
whole.
not tired.
I didn't think you'd ever get this far.
Also, he doesn't. He probably doesn't have the map for it. Also, I need to sleep. I need sleep.
I need sleep. D&D.
Go
We
to bed.
will play
Good
for
night.
tomorrow for the name of this
About to
campaign.
say Nick. Nick just wants
All
us to
right,
try
we
and
still
find him.
have to figure out how we're gonna survive when the DM specifically says you die.
No, I just said
Damn.
die. We
You will
can roll
resist
it back.
In tomorrow's session, ladies, gentlemen, those within and without the binary, there will also be a special side event after Nameless's one shot, a specific sort of booker helper, if you will, titled "How to Deal with Player Character Death." DMs that railroad. Night.
Are you really gonna kill us all?
Goodbye.